Okay, the task at hand, I'm finally out here doing something, is I've got the Harley out. I'm going to fit a dash cam. There's the main unit. Don't ask me where the hell I'm going to put it. I can go in here somewhere. I've got a mount for it. I just don't know where the hell I'm going to put it. I'll work something out. Where's the mount? I had the mount here. Oh, there it is. That's the mount for it, so we'll work something out shortly. The GPS module, that's optional, you don't have to have it. Front camera, rear camera. This is the unit you push to lock it. USB, so if I wanted to hook the USB up to it, I can download the videos, but I can do that via app. I'll get an app to put on there. Got my Max. So let me just sort some of this out. See, all this is, that's my power. One, I've got to have a constant and accessories in the earth. And it's set so that it's motion activated, but if the battery gets below 11 volts, I think it turns itself right off completely. So it's not motion, like I don't think it works if you walk in front of it, just if the bike moves. Because it's not top of the line. It's just a, but it's not the cheap ass ones either. Blue Sky C, never heard of it. It was about $190 on eBay. When you get them for as low as about $30 or $40, but you know how long they're going to last. So let me work out. Well, I've got to take the front off this. That's no drama. It's only a few bolts. Then unplug the headlight. Take that off. Take the seat off. Yes, first I'll probably put one camera there. I don't know if you can see my finger there. It's a bit bright out front. Put the put the camera on there, so it's protected from bugs. The back one I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's one you could probably put upside down, and it'll correct itself. So I'm going to put underneath the tailgate. Underneath the tailgate. Doesn't that tailgate, dickhead? Underneath the top box. Up under here somewhere maybe, or I could screw it onto that. And adjust the point backwards. So I'll bring you back in a minute, stay tuned. Okay, so just temporarily, the only way I'm going to be able to do it is I had to move my quad lock for my phone. It just means I'm going to have to mount my phone sideways, which is no real drama. And put that there so everything's clear of my dash, and I can turn the wheel full lock. I can't. I can move it so my phone's up, straight up and down, but if I go full lock I'm going to hit my phone on here, so I think that'll work. I can't really put it on this side because my front brakes are in the way. I mean, I know it's adjustable, but I've run my cables and everything for my phone here, so I mean, not that this stop me, I could run my cable on the other side. It's not really an issue. I can do that while I'm here, but I might have a look. I might even try and move me quad lock to this side, but see, then I can't access that. Although there's nothing really in there except for the cable that I run through the back and around in here for that. So I don't really need to get to that. I suppose I'll get to that once my phone's out. Let's let me move this over to this side and we'll have a look. Nope, not going to work over there. Time to put it back. Alright, this is what we've come to do. That fits alright like that. I can see everything. I mean, it partially blocks the speaker, but it's not really blocking the sound. You'll still hear that. And put my phone there. So I don't really need to see the phone because I've got Apple CarPlay on there, so once the phone's in there, it has to be plugged in, it has to be hardwired. I did try it, I've got a dongle, to run CarPlay through the Bluetooth, but it's a pain in the ass because it keeps trying to switch between the dongle and the phone, so it's easy for me just to hardwire it. So that's what I'll do, and I keep the phone charged. So I've got to go and just find a card. I bought one for this. I'll worry about that when I finish. It's supposed to come with a 64 gig card. It doesn't come with anything. So yeah, typical crap. But anyway, here's what it is. So I'm going to go and get some, get a screwdriver, take the seat off, start taking that off, and I'll put you in the stand and we'll have a bit of a play. Idiot. Get this bloody thing out. Well, I don't know what's going on here. That should not be hanging out there. But that's only for the trailer. I don't need to worry about it too much yet, but I don't know if that ends up live. I'll go and take that up. That shouldn't be like that. Don't know why it would have come out of there. So let me check. That's tight. Alright, I got some 3M tape. This is the good stuff. Sick of buying that cheap ass electrical tape. I'm pretty sure that's just the earth. But why? I don't know. That shouldn't be like that. And I don't know what the hell that is, but let me take that up as well. It's all part of the system for the trailer plug. Take those up so they're no longer a problem. Next time I use the trailer, I'll have to sort it out because I've got to run a wire, unless I can find one, a permanent power wire behind the fairing. So let's get that off. That's glued on, which is good. That's how it's supposed to be. I'm going to make a new one of those so it sits here and it's flat and I can rotate it. That's one day when I get yourself motivated. It's been bad enough trying to get this done. Well, not this. When I say this, I mean another video. Put him down there. Take the screen out. Out you come. Come on. Get it. I've got that off. That doesn't do, forgot to undo these, just the tops so they can move out like that, because otherwise you can't get it off. Unplug that light. So now I've got to run some wires through here, which is not going to be hard. I'll just find, I think they'll run down underneath and there's a gap under there. The earth won't be a problem and the accessories won't be a problem, because most of this is accessories. That's accessory, that's for me USB outlet that I use for me charger. Same with that, that's the cigarette lighter. So I've got spare plugs here. That's my cord. The only reason it's that long is because it's that iPhone lightning cable. I just didn't want to, well, obviously I can't cut it, so I might go up the multimeter and test that. So there's a whole heap of extra stuff. I'd say it's for the CVO editions. There's that one there. I've got no idea what that's for. Yeah, so basically I've just got to run the wires in and then put it all back together, because I need the screen on so I can mount my camera here, and I'm going to try and get the wires under the tank. Coat hanger wire is probably good for that, passing up underneath the tank. Yeah, mostly for the rear camera. If I can get the power and everything hooked up, it's only the rear camera I've got to run through, but I still might have to run a power from up the top down into the battery, because you need a constant. So that's not difficult. So I'll do that. All these cables here are going to be a pest, but I've got to tie them together and run down the handlebars like that, so you won't even see them. Yeah, that's all I can do at the moment. Just let me have a sticky. This thing, I should try and fix this too. The bloody thing's not working. I don't know why. I put the release down here. When I pull that release, where is it? Where is the, oh, there it is, you idiot. See, that's, it pulls that, but that won't go back. So I've got no idea what's wrong with that. Have to have a look. I mean, the backrest is still fine for me, but sometimes I need to move it, particularly if I've got a pillion on the back, if I'm bitching somebody. So just let me have a tinker. I'll get my meter out and have a look, and then we'll bring you back. Righto. Now this one here, I was just testing. I was testing it for earth, which if we go on that side, we have earth. Let me take it over to volts. DC, put on accessories. We put it on, well, it doesn't matter which way we put it. This side, 12 volts for that. 12 volts, turn him off. Nothing. So that's what we're going to use, that. I don't know if you can see that. We'd use that. Should have the fittings there, because there won't be that much draw on it. The power wire that goes into it, which I'll get. Little tiny ass wire, look the size of it. It's the power box. So I'm going to have to try. I don't think I'm going to have any permanent power supply up here. I'll have a bit of a poke around with the multimeter while it's off and see. If not, then I'll just run a single wire down underneath it, down to the battery. There it is. Okay, after a whole lot of rooting around, I was going to try and go up under here, but you can't take that off without pulling. You got to pull the helmet comms out. You got to disconnect the fuel tank. You got to do all sorts of shit. So I've undone the tank, gone up underneath there, and it's just there. You can see it there. So I'm just going to tape the wire to it and feed it through, pull it through, some with the camera cable, and then hook it up. Righto, back at it, Sunday morning. I had to give it up yesterday. I had a meltdown and ended up with a major anxiety attack, so I had to give it up. But what I've got is this stuff here is ready to go. I'm going to have to try and run it down underneath through here. I can't get it up under the tank with the wire, no matter what I do. I'll get the wire up the front, but I can't get the cables to go back in through there. So I've got the rear camera mounted just under there. Where is it? I can't see. Just there. And that cable comes through to right here. So this one will reach easily. I've got to pull some of that power cable back through because I've got to come through here underneath so I can hook up to this thing here. Yeah, and I don't know what I've done with my keys. I thought I left them sitting in here like I often do, but I might have taken them inside. So yeah, so I've got to put a see, this red one wouldn't quite reach, so I had to put an extension on it. So I've just got to put a fitting on the end of that. Sorry for the shitty camera movements. And put it under my positive and my battery, which I've got half pulled out here. My engine module. I just realised too when I said yesterday about this earth being off. Well, yeah, the positive's off as well. I must have had an issue with it, so I've disconnected it. So, and since I don't use the trailer all that often, then when I do have to use the trailer again, I'll hook it back up. So that's it. Just let me sort some stuff out, and then I'll bring you back. Righto, I've cable tied this up, put everything back in here, put my fuel tank back down. I've just got to pull some wires back through here. Now I've extended the power wire because once I pull that back through, I might have had enough anyway, but anyway. Yeah, I would have had enough. I might cut those back off. I extended them because I didn't think I'd have enough, but then I realised I hadn't pulled that power wire back through there. So I'll pull him back a little bit so I can cable tie it off. You live and learn, don't you? Often by doing the most stupid things. And I might pull that GPS cable all the way through and tie it up. Put it up here out of the road. The earth, I might just put an earth clamp bracket, earth clip on it and just stick it under one of these. And that side is the positive, but that plug came out. That's him there. So I think it's just to blank it off. There's no clips in there though, so I'm just trying to work out if I put the positive wire through that, I might be able to put it through. Oh, put you in the frame. Sorry. Put it through and then double it back and then clip it in. That'll be secure enough, I think, because it's only a low draw. I might fiddle with that. And before I do too much, I want to screw my camera up on here. I'll just move it back as far as I can. I can always sit the screen up there to make sure it's going to fit without getting in the way. And sorry for the wind noise if you're getting it, because in the carport the wind's blowing through. But it's quite nice actually, because it's a warm day. So I'm getting there slowly. I want to get this finished by lunchtime. It gives me an hour and a half, because I think after that, that's when I start to melt down a little bit. It's tough. I mean, I'm still struggling mental health wise, so yeah, just have to see how I go. But I don't want to screw this up, you know. I don't know where I'm going to run the cable for the front camera, because I put it here, but I don't want to have to run the cable around for it. I might just drill a hole, or just get the die grinder and just take a, just so it's got enough for the cable to go down. I think that's going to be easiest. And I can run the cable back down underneath up into here. That's the plug for the front camera. The rest of them are hooked up, but as I say, that's going to be all pulled around the back. I'll have to disconnect those and run them around the back, the handlebars, tie them all up. You won't even see them. So sorry, I'm still, as silly as it sounds, I'm still fighting off anxiety. So when I melted down yesterday, it was a good one. Lucky I didn't have the camera going. Anyway, we're going to keep going. I want to get this done and get it working. I've still got to find a memory card for it, because my other one hasn't arrived yet. I'm going to get onto these bastards, because this was supposed to come with a 64 gig card and it's come with nothing. So I've got to get onto eBay, send them a message and tell them what bastards they are for not sending it. I mean, part of that, the ad on eBay is weird, because one says you get a 32 meg and the other one says you get a 64, all on the same listing, but I've got nothing. So but let me tidy some of this up, and I'll stick you in the stand and we'll just have a fiddle around here. Right, I've sorted these out. Instead of trying to stuff around with that plug, I thought it's a vacant plug, so I just cut the plug off it. Still use the pins, just use those heat solder connections. The best thing since sliced bread, those things. So now we're all powered up, so I'm going to now work on putting the camera on. I'll give you 2 cords. I'm guessing that's the extra one in case you need one longer, say for the back. sorted. There's a lot of wires there, but it's tidy, so and they're all secured, so they're not going to bounce around. I'm going to go inside and see if I can find a memory card, and then while I've got all this off, I'm going to start it up and see if it works. Stay tuned. Alright, and accessories. There we go. It's front and rear. The rear camera looks like it needs to be twisted a little bit. I don't know how you go back of that. Oh no, that's small. I need the other way around. You know what? I think I've got the cameras on arse about. That's easy. That's easy enough to fix. That's supposed to be the rear. So I've just got to get in here. I'll have to cut some cable ties, just one lot. Just let me reverse that and we'll come back. Let's try again. There we go. Rear, front. I don't know how you get rear only. Oh, like that. Now that's upside down. Oh yeah, half and half. Front and rear, front only. The front should be fine. I've got to put the seat on before I can get up on that and have a look. Let me sort the back one out and we'll come back. Righto, got that all sorted now. Well, I think I have. The bike was playing up, I had to start it, even with the fob. That's the receiver for the fob. The alarm kept going off when I stood the bike up, so I don't know what's going on. There we go. Rear camera. Side by side. Small rear, big front. And just front. And when it sits, it'll only sit there for a minute, and then it'll go into what they call speedo mode. So it tells you what your actual speed is. So I'll have to try it up against the one on the bike and see, make sure they're both the same. I formatted the card that's in there. I'm not going to use that one because it's a Samsung card and they're shit. Now come on, don't make a liar out of me. You can see it started recording again. It goes for 2 minutes. That's how long the loop is. I guess unless I press that button, that keeps it. So that'll hold that. But also hold it if you have an accident, like if you hit something. It's got a G sensor. I've got it set to medium because otherwise bumps in the road are going to set it off. So there we go. I'm not going to go for a ride today. I might leave it and go tomorrow or during the week just to test it. My card should be here tomorrow, the new card I got for it, so I'll put that in, format it, download the app and connect to it and get it all sorted. Should be cool. Alright, I'm going to start putting the thing back together. There we go, it did go into speedo mode, so it's got the time and your speed. So that'll be helpful, so I know exactly how fast I'm going. Alright. Righto, here we are all back together. I was going to record it, but I thought there's too much moving around. The only thing I've got to do is clean here in front of the camera. I've worked out while I was tightening things up, when you move the bike, it comes on, I think. When I was tightening stuff up, it kept coming on. Okay, make a bloody liar out of me, see if I care. Okay, it's making a liar out of me. But anyway, she's all back together. I'm not going to put it away today, I'm going to leave it here because tomorrow I'm going to clean it. It's bloody disgusting, look at it. Look at that. Should be ashamed of it. The big girl and leave it all dirty. Give it a going over. So I've got to cut those cable ties off. And that camera at the back doesn't look too bad. So just need to take it for a drive to test the camera and lock the video. So I'll either do it automatically if I hit a big bump or when I push that button. And there's Harley, he's running around here growling his tits off. So I'm going to have some lunch and then come out and clean this up. Put stuff away. So thanks for hanging around. I know the video was a little bit disjointed, but it has been a very fun few weeks, to be honest. And I'm still struggling, so but I got this done. I needed to get another video out, so I don't know how good it's going to be, but those that are loyal will watch it, I suppose, and thank you to those guys. 2 guys in particular in the States, and your names elude me at this point in time. So yeah, my subscribers, the faithful ones, Darren, thank you Darren, or NA, is that Nebraska? Guessing it's Nebraska. And Laramie, I'm hoping I pronounced that right. Laramie is from Texas. So thank you, you 2 guys, I know you guys do watch my videos, and I thank you for it. Anyway, that's it for now. Look at that savage beast. Look at it. Should have dangerous dog on the fence post, shouldn't I? You wouldn't believe that a dog so adorable can be such a pain in the ass. And he is. That's Harley. He's had enough too hot out here. The aircon's on in the house, so anyway. Thanks again. Until next time, stay safe. Peace.